Welcome back to part 3 of our element series, Fire. This flow is all about connecting you to your heart or the fire that's within you and raising that heart rate. This flow is designed to get your blood pumping and get you all fired up and ready for the day. So let's get to it. Alright, we're going to start by taking a seat in the middle of our mat in just a nice comfortable pose, and we're going to do some seated boxed breathing. So what this is you're going to inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. And just go ahead and repeat that process about 4 times. This breathwork really helps you to focus your mind on your breath and eliminate any other distractions. Alright, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Get a nice overhead stretch here. And we're going to do just a couple twists to either side as we start to warm up our upper body. Good, now the other side. Now go ahead and just take some movement with your torso with a little bit of cat-cow stretch here. This should feel really good on your upper back. Good, now we're just going to do it a few more times. And as it feels comfortable, you can start to do these, what we call torso rolls. And just kind of roll to each side, however feels good for you, about 4 times. And just take any last movements to roll out the kinks, like roll out your neck, maybe your wrists. Now let's come to the top of our mat standing. Reach your arms up overhead. Go ahead and fold. Now come up halfway lift, step back to plank, lower all the way down to chaturanga, press up to upward facing dog, and press back to downward facing dog. And I like to take a few walking dog poses, stretch out my calves for the first one of the day. Good, now come all the way up to standing. Alright, now we're going to take 5 more flows. You can do this at your own pace, but we're going to speed it up to try and get some more heat generated in your body. Good, so now press back to downward facing dog, standing, reach your arms up, fold, halfway lift, step back to plank. You can add a jump if you'd like. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. So that's the flow we're going to take. So go ahead and take it at your own pace. We're going to do 3 more. If you don't like jumping back with chaturanga, no problem. Just go ahead and take a step back. Now we are doing these flows in quick succession, but don't sacrifice your form to do it quickly. Make sure you're still having good form with each pose. Good, now we're going to prepare for our next exercise. We're going to come into a plank and bring your knee into your elbow for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now knee to opposite elbow for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. Now lower all the way down for chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Press back for downward facing dog. So come up to standing, reach your arms all the way up. Dive down to forward fold. Halfway lift. And jump back to plank. Lower all the way down to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Now come to your hands and knees. We're going to do a few tricep push-ups. So come all the way down. Keep your elbows in towards your body to really work those triceps. We're going to be doing 10 of these. If you want more of a challenge, feel free to come up on your toes, or you can stay down on your knees with me. Great job. Now come to sit to a seated position. I like to just roll out my wrists because it's been a lot of time on our wrists at once. So just take a second here. Very good. Now come to a tabletop position. We're going to come into our bird dog pose. So left arm forward, right leg back, and just pivot out. So right leg comes out almost parallel, and your left arm follows. This exercise targets your glutes as well as some of your core. Now we're going to move into crunches. So crunch your elbow into your knee and out. Crunch in, straighten out. Crunch in, straighten out. Very good. All right, lower back down to tabletop. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So do a few pivots. Right arm forward, left leg back. Now 5 crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Come back down to tabletop and press into downward facing dog. Great job. And we're going to take another flow. So go ahead and take this one at your own pace with your own breath, and let's meet back in downward facing dog. Okay, now come to a seated pose. We're going to move right into boat. So bring your toes up off your mat, your legs parallel with the floor, and we're going to do a few taps. So tap your toes down to your mat, lift it back up. Tap, and tap, tap. Great job. Just a few more here. And tap, and tap. Great job. Now we're going to do what I like to call lemon squeezers. So go ahead and straighten your legs out and crunch back in. Straighten out and back in. Good. We're just doing 10 of these. Almost there. Great job. Okay, now we're going to come lie down all the way onto your mat. We're going to do single leg switches. So go put your left leg up, right leg out, and switch, switch, switch. Very good. Again, we're doing 10 of these on each leg. Again, this exercise is great for your lower core, really targeting that lower abdomen. Good. Now you can come down and rest. Now we're going to move on to what I like to call side leg lifts. So bring your legs up to the sky, arms out for balance to the side, and we're going to lower your legs down to one side and back up. Lower down to the side and back up. Really focus here on moving just your hips and your legs and keeping your torso flat on the mat. Great job, almost there. And let's go ahead and lower all the way down to your mat on your back. Good. Okay, I'm just going to scoot back here so I'm centered. Go ahead and bring your hands underneath your hips and arch your back and tip your head back so it rests on the mat. Good. We're putting all of our weight onto our elbows and our legs here. There should be no weight in your head. Just a nice, beautiful arch in your back to really open up that heart. Good. Lower back down. We're going to take just a quick rest here. And then we're going to do it again. Great job. Really focus on keeping your shoulders down. You don't want to hunch your shoulders as you do this pose. And elongate your neck. Good. Lower back down. We're going to prepare now for a shoulder stand. So again, take this pose as easy, as slowly as you would like. Do not push yourself. But if you'd like to come into shoulder stand with me, go ahead and start by lifting your legs up, putting your hands on your lower back for support, and bringing your torso up so it becomes perpendicular with your mat. Be careful to not move your head or neck at all while it's in this pose because it is under a lot of strain. And don't worry if your legs are all the way straight up in the sky. Just go and do your best. Good. Now we're going to slowly lower your back all the way down to the mat, and then your legs, and meet in a forward or seated forward fold. I like to do a forward fold after these poses. It just kind of counteracts what we did and it gives your back a little bit of a break. All right, let's come up to standing. Reach your arms up overhead. And dive down to forward fold, halfway lift. Fold. Step back to plank. Lower all the way down to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And we're going to take 10 more tricep push-ups. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, great job, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Now we're going to press all the way back to downward facing dog. Just take a moment to rest here. Great, now we're going to come down with our hips to plank and lower down to a forearm plank. Just got to fix my hair here, hold on. All right, come to a forearm plank. And we're going to press back to dolphin pose. So we're going to do a few of these dips. So dolphin, back down to plank. This is a really great core and arm exercise. Good, just a few more. Try and get that back as straight as possible when you push up into a dolphin pose. Great job. Now let's lower back to a child's pose. Catch your breath. Great job today. And finally, let's come back to a seated pose in the center of your mat. Bring your hands to your heart and just take a few deep breaths to thank yourself for what you did today on your practice and feel that energy and fire that you built up within you today. Once again, thank you so much for coming and connecting with your heart. I really appreciated practicing with you. And namaste.